Mary Kay Cabot, who covers the Browns, has been covering them for a long time, says Kenny Pickett is the front runner headed into training camp. I'm not sure we've given this story enough oxygen here. Is Kenny Pickett going to walk into Acrisure as the Browns starter this season?
Well, is he going to keep the job in time for that Week 6 game? If he is, I don't know. Let me pull up the Browns schedule.
This is incredible.
I agree. To your point, whoa, baby, they open against the Bengals, Ravens, Packers, Lions, and Vikings. He might be the sacrificial lamb before they turn it over to one of the rookies. That might be his main job there. The Mitch Trubisky of his time. Time is a flat circle.
You might be right. Is Deontay on that roster?
Yes, Deontay's on this roster. Devin Bush is on this roster. The Bizarro Browns are hilarious to me.
Wow. This would really come full circle if in game 5, Kenny Pickett had an argument at halftime with Deontay and Joe Flacco got the job, or Dylan Gabriel came in. That might be even better. So what happens here? How do you imagine that
throws a touchdown to Deontay Johnson, and then Devin Bush has a game-sealing pick 6 to beat the Steelers Week 6 at Acrisure Stadium.
How does that play out, honestly? I saw Tony Grossi was complimenting Dylan Gabriel. They took Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round.
Yeah, that is, to me, probably the most bizarre pick of this entire draft. And I actually like taking Shedeur in the 5th round, but it becomes more nonsensical when you take Dylan Gabriel the night before. So I don't know what's going on with the Vikings. Maybe their GM is not as sharp as we thought. I do still tend to think Kevin Stefanski's pretty good at his job, but maybe he's just getting jerked around there. As far as Kenny Pickett starting, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the guy Week 1, because they did trade Dorian Thompson-Robinson and what was it, a 5th for him, I think, to the Eagles, which is pretty fascinating in its own right that, starting 1 or 2 games for the Eagles on their Super Bowl run all of a sudden made Kenny appealing to Cleveland and whatever they're trying to do. But, I think if you're looking at it logically, remove all your biases about Kenny and whatnot, but what makes the most sense? See if there's anything left in a 1st-round pick from a few years ago. See if there's any untapped potential there. If that doesn't work, go to the next rung of the ladder, which might be Joe Flacco at age 49. And then if that doesn't work, go to the next rung of the ladder, which is seeing what you have in whatever rookie makes the team, or maybe both Gabriel and Shedeur will be there. Who the heck knows?
I mean, the prospect of revenge games on both sides of the equation here, it's almost a week-by-week thing. We're going to have the Najee Harris Bowl, which is the same week as the Dante Jackson Bowl, I might add. Kenny Pickett, Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, the DK Metcalf Bowl in Week 2, and Deontay Johnson. This is all over the place, Brian.
Yeah, those are all pretty juicy. It does make for a fun schedule. That's like when I was saying when the schedule came out last week, which I guess we haven't discussed yet on our Tuesday hits here, is I'm a little bummed the Jets are the Week 1 game, because Week 1 is always exciting no matter what, even if it would have been, say, Steelers Colts in Week 1 or Steelers Dolphins. I mean, you're going to have a level of anticipation to see what a new look roster can do. So if you would have stuck the Jets just randomly in Week 9, that still would have been a lot of entertainment value with Fields, potentially Rodgers in there. So now it's just doubly exciting, I guess, to get those two teams playing to kick off the season.
And you haven't even mentioned the Bob Spillane Bowl, Week 3 against the Patriots. That's going to be incredible with Josh Dobbs also on the Patriots. It's everywhere.
Yeah, Spillane, he's already gotten the chance to play against the Steelers when he was with the Raiders. But, yeah, he seems very much like the kind of guy who will go there, assimilate into the Mike Vrabel Patriots culture, and probably rack up like 20 tackles in a win against the Steelers Week 3.